Yeah, I'm not surprised at this behavior. These are people with no core beliefs. They just say whatever is most advantageous to them personally at that moment. It's almost as bad as a person who raised tens of millions for Kamala trying to pass herself off as a right-wing influencer on the second her team loses. So I don't know what Lindy thinks about that, but.
Now, did you see Lindy Li's face? I am so for the pettiness of it all because she is a two-faced crook. That is how I feel. You may feel differently, but I mean, her face says it all. She does not know how to stay loyal to anything, and it sucks that it has come to this, but I mean, she's a grifter at the end of the day. Before we dive even further into this, and you want to hear me rant and rave about Lindy Li, and you're probably wondering, why are you ranting and raving about Lindy Li? And the reason why is because she decided the second that the Democrat Party lost to flip the switch on us, and she wants to downplay Kamala Harris's influence. She wants to downplay all the support in the groundswell behind her. And of course, Lindy Li, I guess she might be scared of deportation, which is understandable given the fact that Donald Trump does have people in ICE coming in plain clothes and grabbing people up off the streets. She decided that she would be a traitor to all of her beliefs and do a 180 within 24, 48 hours. And he calls her out on it. And she just can't handle it. Let's go ahead and watch.
Just my opinion.
I've been on Fox News for years saying that I'm a conservative Democrat. This is not a sudden switch at all. It's been a years-long evolution. And I've been warring against the leftist faction, the Democratic for years. They tried to cancel me 5 years ago because I went to war with the Bernie bros. Because I urged the party to be conservative.
It's hilarious to hear Lindy Li slamming Democrats for being duplicitous. She was a Democrat until 5 minutes ago. The only belief she's kept from 6 months ago is that she should be in charge of moving large sums of money. And that's it. If you think you're going to be able to avoid conversations about your loyalty, you're delusional. So you've said that Fox News had a, quote, Christo-fascist vision for America. You said that Rupert Murdoch, quote, broke American democracy. You said that anti-woke is code for anti-black. And now you're on Fox talking about how fickle other people are. Which version of you was the real version? And, why should we listen to you now?
I think he's exactly right. She's said all of those things. She was basically begging to be a part of the elites within the party up until the Democrat Party lost, which is why I'm taking delight in dragging on the public square. But I mean, can you blame me? I mean, let's take a look at what she just had to say about Kamala Harris. Not even before all the ballots could be counted up.
The Democrats have got to move on quickly, haven't they?
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. She's indulging delusions of running for governor in California in 2026 and perhaps even running for president in 2028. And I just want to echo what a lot of you guys already said. This past week has been harrowing for me. This Saturday, I went on Fox and Friends and I said that Democrats have a stench of loser hanging over them.
Yeah.
As soon as I said that, there were boycott campaigns against me, unblock, unfollow campaigns. I lost 40,000 followers.
Really?
In 4 days. People have called me the W word. I don't know what we're allowed to say, but you can fill in the blank.
We're uncensored. Let's say it. Say it. Say what the word was.
Am I allowed to?
Yeah.
Well, they called me a whore. They called me this.
Ma'am, you could have said whore. And I don't think she's a whore, but I do think that she is a flip-flopper. I think that she does not know what she wants to be. I think she's a chameleon. I think that she is trying her hardest to move over to the Trump side because she does not want to get deported. I think that she has a lot of stuff and she does not want to get investigated. I think that she personally, if all these things were true, why didn't you say something sooner? If all these things were wrong with the Democrat Party, if Biden was so incompetent he could not even breathe straight, if Kamala Harris is so delusional, why were you the one pushing and advocating for her to be the one on the top of the ticket? We had those clips.
With your position there as the National Finance Committee, you're on that. The Harris campaign having raised $310 million in July. That is a huge number. I know you're going to be hosting a fundraiser for Harris in Philadelphia. So now that the campaign has the money, how do you spend it most effectively?
Well, three words essentially: Pennsylvania, Pennsylvania, Pennsylvania. And that's the case for both campaigns. Both campaigns have committed to spend hundreds of millions of dollars in this state because this is the tipping point state. And also, as I mentioned before, she is now able to galvanize young people in states that were formerly completely out of play. Michigan is back. Young people who are disenchanted or completely tuned out are back. The energy behind her has been absolutely phenomenal. I don't remember this level of excitement since I was a kid cheering for Senator Obama. This is just truly incredible. And for some perspective, it took me a year essentially to raise 1.1 million for President Biden. It took me a week to raise 2 million for Kamala Harris. So this is astounding and completely unprecedented.
Are Democrats risking something completely unknown if they do support efforts for President Biden to step down?
Well, I think, speaking to her point, skipping over Kamala Harris would be political malpractice. Full stop. End of story. Our base, Black Americans in particular, is why we defeated Trump at all. And we owe our base the respect that they deserve by not sidelining an eminently qualified vice president who's out there every single day, who's ferociously fighting for our reproductive rights, which would be even more imperiled under a second Trump term. It would be a catastrophic mistake to skip over her.
It would be a catastrophic mistake to skip over her. It took me 2 months to raise $1 million for Biden, but a week to raise $2 million for Kamala. So if that's not a flip-flopper, I don't know what is. I mean, the tweets are still up for her. Let's see if we can bring a few up. Some of you want to skip over Vice President Kamala Harris. Some of you are even threatening to derail her candidacy. I'm telling you right now, sidelining Harris would be a catastrophic mistake. Defying the Democratic base would be a political malpractice. I said what I said. You said what you said. What changed? Because she was such a liar. She said, at Lindy Li, bless your heart, still lying. I see I gave you a shot yesterday, so today, here is the chaser. And he puts up a photo of, hi, thanks so much for inviting me. Is it possible to join the photo line / clutch with Vice President for this rally? I appreciate you and your hard work from the bottom of my heart. With deepest gratitude, Lindy. Ma'am, you were begging to be on the stage with her. If she was such a bad candidate, why were you begging to be on the stage with her? Asking for the general public. Today, I was invited to meet backstage with President Biden and got an official photo with him. My heart is still full. The president's kindness and wisdom is so healing. We'll never forget when I thanked him for making me feel like an American. He said, "Thank you for choosing us." So when did the Democrat Party become so terrible? This was April 18, 2024. You were trying to tell everybody and sell to everybody that Biden was incompetent around this time. And we in the Democratic Party, we just did not want to believe it after you had a fucking cold on stage. So, if y'all think I was being a little harsh, I apologize. However, when you're dealing with somebody who's a troll, when you're dealing with somebody who's a liar, who's easily lies about things, like she went on Laura Loomer, which is why she has this tweet where she says, Chinese Communist Party murdered my grandpa in cold blood. I condemn CCP and all my life, including today. I can't even speak Chinese. I condemn Xi Jinping.
我们都是第一代，对不对？我们都是带着那个中国人的奋斗精神，那种努力，可以。
When somebody so easily lies and flip-flops back and forth wherever they think it will give them some safe haven, it's kind of hard to take them serious. So, yes, I took a lot of joy in her getting absolutely destroyed on Fox News today, because even they won't offer you safe harbor. Ma'am, you might be light-skinned, but you're still not white. But y'all tell me what y'all think about this today. I apologize if I went a little too far. Let me know in the comments, and I will try and tone it down. If you were here for 2 seconds, I appreciate you. If you were here for 2 minutes, you're freaking amazing. And if you were here for the entire video, I don't deserve it. You're freaking awesome. Thank you so much. Y'all don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Share this video with a friend if you don't mind. This is the place to be if you want to talk about political news, pop culture news. Shoot, we don't know where we're going. We're just trying to entertain while the markets are dropping. But thank y'all again, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Bye.